International news today, June 2nd, 2025. Ukraine targets several Russian air bases in large-scale Operation Spiderweb. 6 injured after man sets people on fire and Colorado rally for Israeli hostages. Over knife attacks, says Salman Rushdie. China accuses Pete Hegseth of sowing division in Asia in speech filled with provocations. Red Cross says at least 21 killed and dozens shot in Gaza aid incident. Summary of the news. Ukraine targets several Russian air bases in large-scale Operation Spiderweb. Ukraine has launched a major drone strike deep inside Russian territory, targeting 4 key air bases in an operation called Spiderweb. According to Ukraine Security Service (SBU), over 40 Russian aircraft were destroyed, including strategic bombers and the rear A-50 surveillance plane. The strikes caused an estimated $7 billion in damage and hit about a third of Russia's strategic cruise missile carriers. President Zelensky called it a uniquely complex mission planned for over a year and carried out with 117 drones launched from inside Russia using disguised mobile homes. The attack comes just before peace talks in Istanbul between Russia and Ukraine. Russia had recently launched its largest drone offensive of the war, killing at least 12 Ukrainians. While Russia confirmed the attacks on its air bases, calling them acts of terrorism, it reported no casualties and claimed some drones were intercepted. Meanwhile, tensions around the talks remain high, with both nations sending only low-level delegations and no sign yet to direct engagement between President Putin and Zelensky. 6 injured after man sets people on fire at Colorado rally for Israeli hostages. 6 people have been injured after a man started setting people on fire at a mall in Boulder in Colorado, officials says. The FBI calls it a suspected act of terrorism. A peaceful event in support of Israeli hostages was underway when the attack happened. Police say the group meets regularly for a walk in the area. The suspect, Mohammed Sabri Soliman, 45, shouted "Free Palestinian" when he was seen throwing Molotov cocktails, FBI and police said in a press conference. Israel's foreign minister calls the incident a terrible anti-Semitic terror attack targeting Jews. Officials say the suspect has been taken into custody and 6 people were injured, with injuries ranging from very serious to more minor. Colorado's Attorney General says the attack appears to be a hate crime. Over knife attack, says Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie says he has moved on from the 2022 knife attack that left him blind in one eye and with a paralyzed hand. Speaking at the Hay Festival, he described visiting the scene as an important step in his recovery. His attacker, Hadi Matar, was sentenced to 25 years, a verdict Rushdie said he was pleased with. Rushdie, who released a memoir titled Knife About the Incident, is returning to fiction with his short story collection, The 11th Hour, coming in November. At the event, he spoke about free speech, criticized rising censorship, and dismissed AI's ability to replace human creativity, adding with humor that most writers aren't rich, except maybe J.K. Rowling. China accuses Pete Hegseth of sowing division in Asia in speech filled with provocations. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth warned at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore that China poses a real and potentially imminent military threat, particularly regarding Taiwan. He urged Asian nations to increase their defense spending. In response, China's foreign ministry condemned his remarks as provocative and divisive, accusing Hegseth of promoting a Cold War mentality and falsely labeling China a threat. China also denied seeking regional dominance and blamed the US for destabilizing the Asia Pacific. Australia's Defense Minister Richard Mills backed Hegseth's concerns, highlighting China's massive military build-up. Singapore's Defense Minister stressed the need for continuous dialogue with China to avoid dangerous misunderstandings. Notably, China sent only a minor delegation to the event, with Rear Admiral Hu Gangfeng defending China's actions and accusing others of provoking confrontation under the guise of freedom of navigation and supporting Taiwan's independence. Red Cross says at least 21 killed and dozens shot in Gaza aid incident. A large number of casualties with gunshot and shrapnel wounds were received at a Red Cross field hospital in southern Gaza following a disputed incident near an aid distribution center in Rafah. The International Committee of the Red Cross ICRC reported 179 injured, including women and children, and 21 dead on arrival. Hamas's civil defense claimed at least 31 dead due to Israeli gunfire, but the Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) denied targeting civilians near the aid site, releasing drone footage allegedly showing armed men firing at civilians instead. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation (GHF), which runs the aid site, denied any injuries occurred there, accusing Hamas of spreading false reports. Medicine Sans Frontiers (MSF) confirmed responding to the incident, reporting severe strain on local hospitals and blood supplies. Additional clashes and injuries were reported near other aid centers. Verification is difficult as Israel restricts journalists' access to Gaza. Local reports and footage showed wounded being transported on donkey carts due to limited emergency access. Follow for more. June 2nd, 2025.